So I've been talking about this one too since the 80s, the late 80s and the 90s. You know, if we're going to solve global warming, I have the solution. With my solution, global warming could be solved in 3 months, 4 months, 6 months tops. But we have to stop talking about people's civil liberties, their rights, their preferences. We have to stop talking about people, I want to go skiing on the mountain or I want to go skiing on the water. No, no, no. For a minute, we got to just stop all that crap. People's, my right to go play golf, bullcrap. You don't have a right to go play golf. If the world's going to hell in a handbasket, nobody has a right to even get on an airplane. I mean, really, people, we got to stop everything for a minute. And that means everybody, everything, everywhere in the whole world. This is part of the solution, really. People got to get rid of their goddamn egotistical attitudes and thinking they're so important. They ain't nothing. Nobody is worth anything if the world goes to hell in a handbasket because we couldn't fucking manage the resources properly. I made a video about this before, and I'm surprised that not a single person contacted me. It must be that the governments don't really want to solve global warming. Maybe there's something else going on we just don't understand. It's not very human to go cutting all your trees down. It's not a human trait to go foul up all your water and your land and your air. Human beings don't. That's not really a good human trait to have. I need to breathe and I need to drink clean water and I need to eat good food, but hey, let me just fuck all that up. So that before we even word one, I'm drinking shitty water and I'm breathing crappy air and I'm eating low energy food. I mean, seriously, people, the solution is there. I'm probably not the only one who knows what the solution is. But the fact that I haven't heard anybody else talk about it at all in any way, shape, or form, I mean, seriously, we have wasted so much time and resources. I've been an activist since like the 80s. I was telling my parents that we need to stop all this crap that people are doing because otherwise we won't have a world soon. All this time and money and resources and energy wasted on getting people together to talk about global warming and what we need to do a survey. We need to do a study. We need to do waste lots of money and resources on stupid studies that get us nowhere. So that we can say, oh, well, there's a possibility that the ocean current in the Atlantic might collapse sooner than we thought. Oh, well, thank you for wasting all that fucking jet fuel and all that fucking car fuel and all the energy in your hotel rooms and everything else all along the way to your little boardroom meetings to come up with that one in the year 2024. Please give me a break. I'll tell you, if the government isn't willing to come and ask me what it is I know, then nobody really on the planet, and nobody actually really wants to survive. Because if they did, they would be undertaking a completely different course of action than the one right now. But I can tell you for a fact, when I see all this talk about war, when I see the wars happening, like Ukraine and Russia and Israel and the Palestinians and all this stuff in Afghanistan and Iraq and Jordan, the whole area of the world is just up in arms and just destroying itself. Venezuela amassing troops on the border of Guyana, and Colombia's not really even just one country. It's three countries. It's the one country that's funded and supported by the United States, and then the other two parts of Colombia are controlled by rebel groups, really. And then we got Argentina and Chile. We got their economies destroyed by the Bank of New York. We got Brazil, which is cutting down the last of the rainforests in the world. We've got these really stupid problems happening all across the world. Oh, North and South Korea. We had all these wars. People are not understanding what it takes to really live on the planet and what it's going to take very soon in the future. There's not going to be enough time or energy or room for people who are fighting with each other. Seriously, a completely different tack needs to be taken. Everybody's got to stop what they're doing. If you're in the city shuffling paper around and you're consuming transportation resources to get to your stupid fucking job where you just sit around and shuffle paper back and forth and you want to get paid $50, $60, $70, $80,000 a year for that crap, you should be just fired and sent home and given food stamps maybe. I mean, seriously, these jobs have done nothing for our world or for our species. They're worthless. If you don't have a connection with the earth, if you're not actually doing something with the earth and actively trying to make something happen with the earth, then you've got nothing to offer to other human beings. Let's just put it that way. Earth first means a lot of things. It means that you have to go and do something with the earth to have a product that the earth gives you, you could say, so that you have something to offer to your fellow mankind, your fellow human beings. If you live in the city and you don't produce anything except you consume resources in order to get to a job where you really don't do anything either, except shuffle papers back and forth and ho, 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 ha, 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 let me have my paycheck so I can go buy an orange for $5 or an avocado for $5 or whatever the hell, then you're a worthless human being. And you should probably figure out something else to go do with your time. When the price of a kilo of mangoes is almost $100 in Tokyo, Japan, something is wrong, desperately wrong with the world. But I'm going to go back to the solution here at 7 minutes in this video. The solution is right before our eyes. I'm not going to tell you in this video. I gave you a part of it already. There's another part that's crucial. It's absolutely crucial to completely eliminating global warming within 6 months maximum. But if nobody's willing to listen, what the hell would I bother trying to reach out to anybody for, since you're all stuck up in your egotistical lives trying to go play golf and consume transportation resources so you can go do something like play golf and sit in a yacht and whatever and consider yourself important, then there's nothing I can do for you. Nothing I can do for anybody, really. The whole world's just going to go to hell in a handbasket as we fucking have less and less oxygen to breathe and less good water to drink. And food, really. People need to start learning how to grow their own food instead of buying it all packaged and pre-processed already. Terrible situation. Food production, taken out of the hands of the people. They don't even know what it's like to go grow their own food, cook their own food. Imagine just waiting for an Uber delivery driver to bring them a bag. Can you imagine if 150 years ago, the people, if they were alive today, they'd be like, what quality of life do you have? You sit in a room all by yourself. You never leave. You wait for some guy to bring you a little teeny bag of shitty food. And you call that, quality existence. No. People need to rethink what they're doing. And if anybody really wants to know what I think, you can ask me. Leave a comment in this video. If you're one of the dumb shit governments out there thinking you're so cool and special and informed and all that good stuff, man, you don't know jack shit if you're not trying to solve the global warming problem. Actually, you don't know jack shit if you haven't figured out how to solve the problem within 6 months like I have. Because I don't even consider myself to be that smart. So if I fucking figured out what to do within the next 6 months to eliminate global warming 100%, don't you think somebody else has figured it out too? I mean, come on, I can't be the only one. Really? I guess. Leopold Richard Bamberger Alavisa is reporting to you about how the planet could be saved within 6 months. Or not.